What's up YouTube, K.D.M Sports here. UFC 295 has come to a conclusion. Alex Pereira makes history as he becomes one of the few fighters throughout UFC history to be a two-divisional champion, and he's done this in a span of just 2 years with a record of 9 wins and 2 losses, with wins over 4 champions and 3 finishes. Also, he's a recent Glory Hall of Famer, and he was a double champ over there too. We can go on and on about this man's accomplishments, but when it's all said and done, Pereira has accomplished things no one has, and he has cemented his legacy as one of the greatest combat sport athletes of all time. Alex showed last night why he's one of the most dangerous strikers ever. The left hook again, arguably the most dangerous weapon in combat sports right now, and probably one of the most dangerous single weapons in the history of combat sports. Some fighters just have that signature technique that can end fights at any given time, and Alex has it. Probably the deadliest left hook weapon since Smoking Joe Frazier. The leg kicks and calf kicks, man, it's so tricky to know when Alex is going to throw punches or kicks because he non-telegraphs and his movements are so economical. We all knew going into this matchup that the low kicks would be a major weapon for him, as Alex likes to utilize this weapon to systematically break his opponents down. Early on, you could see the damage he was delivering on Jiri's lead leg, and that took a lot out of Jiri, because even by the time round 2 came about and he started finding some success on Alex, the punching power didn't seem to be as effective as it would have if they were still fresh, and he could get proper technique and force to deliver more devastating straight rights. That's what happens when your legs are compromised, and that's what Pereira seems to be able to do to all these fighters. His ground defense was once again able to hold up. We know how good Jiri can be grappling-wise, as anybody who isn't that good wouldn't be able to submit a legend like Glover. The 2 tests in the light heavyweight division, Alex Pereira passed with flying colors, because in both of those fights, Jan and Jiri, he shows how defensively aware and sound he can be on the ground. All that training and work he's been getting with high-level guys, and having a legend like Glover as your coach can really make things easier. Overall, great performance from Pereira, and it was amazing to see more history being made in the UFC. One critique I have for Alex is that he gets caught with right hands a lot, and I hope he can get better when it comes to defending against those right hands. Alex has been probably the best thing that's happened in the UFC in a long time. Fan favorite for sure. Sergei and Tom, the fight I got wrong. This is the nature of the fight game. You can't ever predict how these fights will go, especially when it comes to finishers and fighters in the heavyweight division. It was a true 50-50 fight. Sergei actually did land a hard short left on Tom, and Tom had his chin up. Tom was still able to take Sergei's left hook punch, which a lot of us thought he maybe wouldn't. Once you're able to take the power punches and not get hurt, that's a good sign, because it gave Tom a moral victory, you would think. When a fighter can take the biggest puncher in the division's punches, and we all knew Tom was faster and more skilled, and that's what was displayed. The footwork was too good on Tom's part, and Sergei was a bit too slow. He was trying to keep up, and as soon as Tom's straight right got to the target quicker and rocked Sergei after Sergei tried to throw a looping left hook, then he took a step back, landed another 1-2, and that was all she wrote. The leg kicks were a big weapon for Tom too. The non-telegraphed low kicks can be a real problem, like what we've seen in the main event with Alex Pereira. And someone who's used to just coming out and steamrolling guys got dealt with. Tom Aspinall is legit, and that's the bottom line. He has a chin on top of being agile and well-rounded, which is not common in the UFC heavyweight division. Excited to see what more he can accomplish, as we have a new UFC interim heavyweight champion. John Jones vs. Tom Aspinall may happen in the near future, and that for sure would be an interesting matchup. This is my thoughts and opinions on UFC 295. Great event and lots of great finishes as usual. Till next time, make sure to subscribe, like, share, and if you've got any opinions, leave it in the comment section below.